Washington, before we actually get into the presentations, what were your thoughts on the awards? What were the accomplishments? You want to give us a big picture, if you don't mind?
Certainly. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Um, you know, I speak with great humility um, and gratefulness for the good work that is being done by all of our county employees that has resulted in Riverside County again being recognized for its good work, its innovation. The CSAC Challenge Awards have been around for quite some time and have always served as a wonderful opportunity to spotlight innovative approaches to public service delivery across all 58 counties. Over the years, the number of entries has grown exponentially, and the competition has grown fiercer too. This year was unique because these were the awards for 2024, and everyone was brought together in one location in Sacramento to celebrate the recognition all together rather than CSAC coming to us here. We know what we've done in Riverside County. It was great to hear in person what other counties have been doing and we're being recognized for, but also for the great work we were doing and being recognized for in front of the other counties. The fact that Riverside County earned 3 challenge awards was amazing. It was the most of any county this year, and that made it all the more impressive. I've said it before and I'll say it again, we are putting ourselves on the map here in Riverside County. And our county colleagues and Californians are noticing too. Families are moving here in record numbers, making us the fastest growing county in the state. And that's because Riverside County is a great place where you can buy a home, send your children to good schools, and hold meaningful employment. If you haven't figured it out yet, I am a little biased. I love this place. I love this place that I work. I love this place where I call home. And so I'm just extremely proud that we were selected for 3 awards out of 400 entries. Riverside County is making moves. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Well, thank you, Supervisor Washington. Thank you for your attending out there in Sacramento. Before I ask you to speak on one of the awardees of our department's first 5, Riverside Early Care and Education, I'm going to ask, I didn't get a chance to go, folks. I felt ill. Supervisor Washington was able to attend as well as Supervisor Spiegel. So Supervisor Spiegel, any thoughts on what you saw there and potentially the big picture there?
Well, I first want to just let everybody know is that Supervisor Washington was chair during most of those, the time the counties were doing the good work to be recognized. He was chair the prior year. And so the awards are given out the following year after he's left, but he was under the leadership of the whole CSAC, the California State Association of our counties. And we do have some great departments. We've talked about them before. Those of you who don't know, to the point that we've even gotten Emmys. No other county has gotten Emmys. Those of you who don't know, we have gotten 2, right?
3.
3 Emmys.
2.
I thought it was 2. Just throw it out. What? 2 or 3.
We got Emmys.
We got Emmys.
We got more than anybody else.
That's right.
No other county has gotten one that we know of. So,
The Wagonen's gonna.
For the record, the executive office has 2, and the sheriff's department has 1.
wow. Okay. Okay. We're not competitive at all, are we? Which it's healthy because it makes us work extra hard. And they don't do the work. Our employees don't do the work for recognition. They do it because we have a great county, great constituents. And I tell you, our employees who have done the hard work are incredible. And I will wait before we talk about the awards that we're getting because I want to, I'm excited about them, but I don't want to let you do that one.
Okay, well, sure. Well, thank you, Supervisor Spiegel. So our first award will be presented by Supervisor Washington, and that will be to first five here. And if you like, Supervisor Washington, should I call up the names, or how do you want to do that?
Yes, and maybe while they're coming up, and I'd like to ask if you will indulge them.
Sure.
To make
I
a
think
few
we all
brief-
should.
To make a few brief comments about the program. This year, Supervisor Perez and I have swapped out representing the board on the commission at First Five. And so I'm back after a couple years being gone and actually serving as chair of the commission this year, which is something I thoroughly enjoyed doing, and was very proud to be a part of the decision on the front end of the program that got them the Challenge Award. And it was something that was much needed for us to try to provide as many childcare spots as we could by enhancing wages for eligible workers. And that program was very successful. When we bring up the first five folks, perhaps we can get
I'll
them.
go ahead and announce them.
Okay.
Tammy Graham, our Executive Director. Yvonne Suarez, Assistant Director. Lynn Stevens, Executive Assistant. Carol Avella, Regional Manager. Yolanda Bernal, Contracts and Grants Analyst. Sean Pravica, Senior Public Information Specialist. And a big round of applause for all of them. Michelle Rodriguez as well, Public Information Specialist.
I'm going to do a repeat of what I did the other night because Tammy has all the knowledge. I attended, and I knew that we were getting 3 awards. I hope I didn't, step on anybody else's parade. I intended to come up and join First Five. And then when I got to the podium, I told them I was just the eye candy. They always laugh, so maybe I'm not really the eye candy. But Tammy, please talk about some of the things you talked about that evening that were just the extras that were sort of maybe in a way buried in some of the data.
Thank you, Supervisor Washington. Thank you, Board of Supervisors, the Executive Office. I am so proud to work for a county where we all work together to serve our residents. And in this case, the early care and education workforce was in dire need of support to ensure that childcare could remain open and that they could retain the workforce. So here in Riverside County, we worked really closely with the Executive Office, with the board, with board staff, with RCIT to help to build the interface so that we could quickly get the funds out to the residents and the applicants who applied. We also worked with the Auditor Controller's Office because there were over 3,000 educators who had to be set up as vendors. So to this day, that has been a model for us to think about as we move forward. And for our workforce, it came at a time where they were being asked to go to work in the middle of the pandemic, right? They had to wear masks and the little kids had to wear masks. So that was a feat in of itself. I also want to say that Riverside County Office of Education, so we have Jennifer Beggs here, one of the administrators. We couldn't have done it without them either. So they are the ones who administer the alternative payment program and provided us with all the eligible providers and were hand in hand in the sandbox with us as we work through this. So thank you all so much. Thank you to the First Five team. Carol, the regional manager over early care and education, she's been here since I started with First Five and was saying, let's work on the workforce. So here we are today. So thank you so much. Thank you, Supervisor Perez, for your time with the commission and helping us get through this.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. If I can ask my colleagues to come up. Oh, good. I heard Auditor Controller, so why don't you come up, please? We're also asking our controller here, Ben Benoit, to come up, and my colleagues. And Would anybody else like to say a few words on the staff, on team? Otherwise, we can go ahead and take the photo. I'm sorry? Okay, great. Why don't we go down here then, please? Yeah, we can all fit. Stand anywhere over the board. A second award, and let me just go ahead and announce the names so that they can all come up. And this is going to RUHS Public Health for all their great work as well. Natalie Florencio Mendoza. Jennifer Barragan. Melissa Cardenas, Community Dental Hygienist. Madison Vargas. Jolisa Alviso Silva, Program Chief, as well as Rebecca Antillon, Program Director. Just please give them a round of applause. This is your first time being on stage? Yeah? Yeah, so. Well, thank you for being here. So this pilot program, offers students the state mandated kindergarten dental assessment free of charge and provides a detailed report of the child's oral health using school staff members, AI, and a remote dentist. The pilot launched at 2 elementary schools in Riverside County, and if you don't mind, I'd like to say a few words on that. Which schools, for example, and whose brainchild was this? Who actually made this happen?
So, good afternoon. We partnered with Dr. Glassman at California North State University. We actually partnered with First Five. They were just up here. We partnered with New View Union School District, and they have 2 elementary schools that were part of the pilot program. And with our team, basically, we wanted to see if we could use AI as a way for school districts, school nurses, school staff to be able to identify caries or cavities without the presence of a dental hygienist or a dentist, just because there are very few of us that are able to go out to these secluded areas. And so preliminary studies actually showed that we were able to utilize a remote dentist from dentist.com to look at the images and actually diagnose from the images. And they compared it to an in-person dental hygienist who was able to do that, and they had the same findings.
Wow.
So, thank you.
Can I have my colleagues please come up? And staff, anybody like to say a few words? Don't be shy. Well, let me just say thank you for the good work. What would this actually cost if it wasn't free of charge? Do you know the amount? Like, what would it actually cost a family? And, a lot of times, especially in underserved communities, our youth, our families don't have access to a dentist. And quite frankly, I remember growing up and we didn't have insurance. My parents were farm workers. And so I had to wait to the end of the week so that we drive to Mexicali and see a dentist. And that was quite a bit, whether it was me or my brother, my parents, that's just was the case. And obviously, I'm sure there's people that still do that to this day. But with programs like this, we're able to mitigate that and obviously help our families They live in the county of Riverside, so they don't have to do that long haul. So muchas gracias. Thank you so much. I think this is this the correct one? I think so, right? Okay, hang on. Okay, where's the correct one? That's Culture Month. For the picture. Where's the other? I'm sorry? Okay. Well, thanks for letting me know. And so we're going to put together a resolution for you, and I appreciate it. And why don't we just go ahead and take a photo? And we also have the CSAC Challenge Award there. So why don't we do that? And stand out here, please. Yeah, why not? Just cover the name.
That one person, yeah. That one person.
All right.
So there.
And I don't know, we have a proclamation for you.
Yes.
Probably don't. But this one here actually goes to our executive office, and that's better data, better decisions is what we're calling it. And this here, the executive office created interactive dashboards connecting data from multiple sources, making it accessible in real time for informed decisions on topics like staffing, spending, and workload capacity. Like many jurisdictions, the county saw the effects of the Great Resignation in fiscal year 2021, 2022. Using these dashboards, decision makers moved past anecdotal experience and analyzed actual data to determine exactly who was leaving, which allowed leaders to move quickly to develop specific solutions related to job classification and tenure. And so with that, the third award goes to the executive office, and that means Alonzo Barrera, Principal Management Analyst, Veronica Santillan, Principal Management Analyst, and Jeff Van Wagenen, our CEO. You want to go up there, Jeff? Or you should go up there as well. Colleagues, why don't we go ahead and come up for a photo? So data. That's what drives policy, and ultimately it drives funding streams. And so maybe if you don't mind, discuss a little bit about the program and how it all came about, and your role in it. If you don't mind, just talking a little bit about that.
Well, Jeff is hiding over there, but first and foremost, thank you and good morning to everyone. Our team really came out of the idea and the importance of having data to truly have these better discussions to then make some better decisions. Our CEO, so such a thank you to Jeff. I know he doesn't like to be on the spotlight, but it came out of this idea that we can compile all of our data and have data visualization using what we now use as Power BI. So Alonzo and I learned along the way the importance of working collaboratively with our county departments. So thank you to them as well, and also to our board for reviewing the data and truly helping us enhance it and continuing to work alongside all of our partners to make sure the data continues to be meaningful and make tweaks along the way. Oh, okay.
Oh, I just wanted to say thank you for this recognition. Thank you, Jeff, for the continued support. Special thanks to RCAT, to DPSS. I can't remember all the names, but Sean Adams, Joel Legaspi, and Josh Rakota. Shout out. Without them and without the team, we wouldn't be able to do this. So appreciate it. Thank you.
Any last words by CEO?
No, thank you.
Well, all right then. Let's take a photo, folks. You're fine there.